All right, this is our next destination, please. So let's go.
Rain in California.
All right, we are in Pasabag Valley. So Pasha means it's like the king, you know. Ba means also the garden, huge garden of Pasha, like the garden of Pasha. That's how we call it. And as you see, there are like so many fairy chimneys around with the different rock formation as we saw in the morning. So this is the head one. So, and I want to show you one picture that you can understand the process easily. So, as I mentioned, that is like a 12 million years old. So, a couple of them are the new one. It's like a 2-3 million, like with so many different layers. So, actually, like just check the neck part of the chimneys. You see? So, the neck part, which is the white one. So, the white one is kind of more tiny than the head, right? Because the head is so strong. So it is hard to shape by the nature. So that's why the body and then the neck can be erupted easily, can be shaped easily, but not the head. Even in 1 year, one fairy chimneys just like get eroded like a 0.05 millimeter, which means it's like 1 million years to have one fairy chimneys. So the head part is the hardest part, so that's why it's up to 10 million years to have one only head, you know. So and then just like a check all the way back, please, that you see the fairy chimneys are coming on the way, but at least we need another 1 or 2 million to have the new fairy chimneys. So which means that we need more rain, more snow, more wind, and suddenly changes of the temperature. So that's why, and as we believe, so couple fairy chimneys doesn't have any head, as you see. You see the one on the left, this one doesn't have any head either. So that one, the one in the middle, that one just fall down like a couple years ago, and then we'll show you the.
So the bottom part or the neck part just fell off?
Yeah, just the head part. So like this, you see? You see this one? It is kind of, the neck is so soft, and then also the head part fall down. So that's why the government is like banned, so nobody can get inside. So but they can be close to it and then take the pictures. So this was kind of the bottom of the lake also, and when it got dried, so like this one, you see, it's coming from all the way bottom, no head, and then all the head will be off one way. So that's why those heads, the one on the bottom, the left side, are the oldest one. That's why they fall down easily, and then it's going all the way top, like this one. The next one, it will be this one. You see the neck, and then that one too. Those are like a little bit more than like 1 or 2 million years after, it's gonna fall down too. So this one is getting from the bottom, because being old fairy chimneys is going all the way down to the ground. The ground means like the mountain, you know.
And also because
So
the wind flows
one.
like this?
Yes.
Something like that?
So the vertical effect. Those are mostly the vertical effect. So this one, from the bottom all the way top. The bottom all the way top. No head, just like a few head left, and then going all the way up. You see, those gonna be the head also. The bottom will be head, you know, but we need more kind of vertical effects, which is the snow waters, and the wind, and also the temperature. If it is changed suddenly at least like 20-25 Celsius difference, that will help the chimneys being new fairy chimneys. That is the reason. So do you have any question about the fairy chimneys? So we saw the people how they carved inside, and then they used to live. But imagine, so the Romans came to Anatolia during like a 2nd century. so 2nd century, and then they were kind of tired of running away from the Arab attacks for their religion, you know. So that's why when they realized Cappadocia's fairy chimneys are soft and soft enough to carve, and then they carved inside of the fairy chimneys, and then they used to live inside. This is the big difference, rather than the other countries. So you know they have the fairy chimneys. It is just like a for national park, but here the people used to live inside of them. So that's why they used to live, and also the temperature is always the same, between 20 and 22 Celsius. That was the perfect for them, you know. There is no electricity, there is no air condition. So the only thing is the wood, you know. They turn the fire on with the wood and then heat it up for their food, for their animals, whatever they need. So that's why it is natural and no electricity. So even now, so we're using as a big storage. All the caves are being used as a storage. So you see so many, the orange juice, the pomegranate in all around, right? But we are not in the season. So we got all the orange, pomegranate, the lemon. So got it from the Mediterranean region during the kind of during the January, February, and then we store them and then have it like for all year. So the caves makes them as a keep them as fresh. Keeps them as a fresh and then get more juicy. So that's why in all around Turkey it is going all the way to from Cappadocia. Natural, like a natural refrigerator, you know.
Yeah.
No AC.
Can we
Yes, would you ask something?
You distribute from here, you distribute from all Turkey, is that?
What you mean?
You said that from here you distribute the orange and everything to the whole of Turkey?
Yes, all the oranges, not in the season. So during the summer and during the falling season also, they appear, you know, because in the winter times, of course there are a lot of the oranges and the lemons, the mandarins, so they are in the season, so we use them. But in the summer, especially right now, also spring and the falling season, we cut them from the storage. Not only those, especially the apple, you know, you put like some candles on the apple, so let's make it more also fresh, keeps it fresh, but you don't need it, so you just like it from the storage and use it for all year, all around. It's natural, and then we use it as a different purpose, you know, rather than those. So also, you see different civilization when they reach to Cappadocia, as I mentioned, they're starting with the Hittites, Assyrian, also the Franks, Hellenes, the Seljuk, Romans, Ottomans. So they use the fairy chimneys for different purposes. So we will see also, look, when you see there's a small, that must be kitchen. But also they use as a barn for the animals too, you know. So we will see those parts also, like a tandoori one. We will see for the bread and everything. So, and this is the Pasabag, as I mentioned. Just like please keep going. And it's like the Simon. And he has a one church like this. That one also. But as I mentioned, this is the Simon Church. It was so important for the Christianity because during those times, we're talking about the 3rd century, and then during those times, the people couldn't read or write, you know. But someone has to write for the next generation. I mean the Bible, you know. So that's why the monks came to this area, kind of isolate themselves all the way up, the upper floors. So they wrote all the Bible for the next generation because the people couldn't write or couldn't read it. Even the icons, you know, depictions from the Bible, such as like Anastasis, Nativity, Last Supper. So those are kind of from the Bible, right? So that's why the people couldn't write the Bible, couldn't read the Bible, and so they put all the pictures on the church. But right after, the people got believed in those pictures, not to the gods. So right after that, all the church, the pictures were crossed, were deleted. It's the iconoclastic time, as you remember. So also that we have those two, but the brand new one also from the 10th or 11th century. We have the other iconos and other different churches. So the Simon Church is all the way up. You see that is one door, but it is, as you see, the stairs what collapsed. So that's why there's no passage there. So imagine that we believe all the fairy chimneys will collapse one day. When you're an enemy, you come here, you kill the Christians, and then you say like, oh, where they are, you know. But there's just so many tunnels that you don't know. It's like an ant house, you know. When you do the tunnels, you just like move around and appear. Suddenly you are in the zero level, or suddenly you are in the second floor. Makes sense? Yes. So please enjoy your time here. Because here this part is only this part, as you see, not going all the way back, but as you can even check this fairy chimney, and then we're gonna continue to the down. And the time is like 11 now. Let's move around like 11:15ish here. Is that enough time? 15 minutes to take a picture of you?
So we come to 11:15.
11:15, we're going all the way down. No, agora vai de
Simon.
Tarda millones de años.
Pasabag. Garden. Yes, Ba means garden. So as you see the different formation also, for example that one is like a hoop, you know, for like an animal hoop. It's like a pilfim. So imagine the vertical effects as I mentioned, the rain, and also was the first one. So like kinda a huge piece rock formation normally, but the rain and then the other snow waters just like have the big crack and then turn into the two rock formation, not only one. So the head part, imagine like check, it is two of them. So that one is almost four of them. You see the back? So you're gonna see the other one is three of them. So the vertical effects means just like check this one out please, the one on the right side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goes all the way back like 7 vertical effects, and this is kind of the end of the garden. The right side it goes a little bit longer, but we're going all the way down. Or if you want to be like more closer, so as I mentioned, the soil is like a barren in Cappadocia, so that's why there is not that much plants, and mostly as you see those are the grape one. So all around is grapes. So if the grape is like a smaller like this, it is mostly for wine. For wine. If it's like a little bit bigger than this one, it is mostly for the groceries, for eating, and also for the raisin. So if you haven't tried the Cappadocian wine, please go for it. It is delicious and it's a really good one, especially Pasabag is the brand. So they have so many varieties all around the world. So which is tasty and really good one. And also as you see that we have like so many apricot one, and the farm in the backside, mostly apples too, and apricot, and then the grapes. Those are the most common ones in Cappadocia, since the soil is barren, not fertilized well. So, and then we're gonna see like a small holes, so like a nest for the birds. You will see what kind of birds. So what was the main reason they used to use the pigeons. So for 4 different reasons that we're gonna see also those reasons, and then the pigeons nest.